Superpower Turbofan Mega Flow 100. Now I'm sure you're wondering what an air duster is doing on the automotive channel. Well, if you recall from a week or so ago when John was doing his spark plugs in the parking lot, he had a lot of debris around his spark plug holes, and he had to manually blow the stuff away very carefully, which didn't exactly work out, but man, it sure would have been handy to have something like this that day. And seeing how compact this thing is, yeah, I mean, he totally could have had this on hand. And this little guy is from our friends at WOLFBOX. Has a pretty nice little ergonomic shape to it and little rubber overmolded side panels. You know, those are going to get sticky over time, but they feel real nice right now. You know, small details are cool, and you can kind of see a little turbofan insignia down inside the nozzle here. Warning, do not put the air intake of the machine in contact with your hair, otherwise your hair can easily get caught in the machine. Thanks, Captain Obvious. This is a little quick start guide. It looks like the operation is pretty darn intuitive. The specifications are pretty straightforward. It's got a 3000 milliampere battery times 2 apparently. Okay, so shouldn't it just say 6,000 milliamperes? It takes 2.5 hours to charge, 16 by 4 by 6 centimeters, and yeah, I mean, the thing is pretty compact, right? And it weighs 300 grams. Take a look and see what else it comes with here. It's got several different little nozzles, a little USB charging cable, a lanyard. What's in this little box here? Oh, the box has a nice little carrying case. Oh, this is velvety. This is cool. Something else in here. Oh, a little cleaning kit. That's kind of cool. So apparently this one is for inflating stuff, and then these are just kind of standard nozzles to direct the airflow. And it looks like they click in here. Yeah, okay, you just twist and turn that off, and then this guy clicks in like that. To turn it on, you just hold it down, and you got a little battery indicator down here, which is really nice. And this LED indicator here on the back shows you what the speed is. You hit these buttons here to adjust the speed from high, medium, low. I think we'll start on low just to see what it does. And then this right up here is the trigger. You give it a little press and it kind of soft starts and then blows steady, and then press it again to turn it back off. So even on low there, you can kind of see it moving my skin around. That's kind of fun. Let's hit the button back here. Oh, whenever you adjust the speed, I guess it turns itself off. So let's try medium. Wow, that's actually a big increase in between low and medium. And you can definitely see it moving my skin around now. Oh, I guess just whenever you go from like low to high, it kicks it off. But yeah, let's try it up on high. Oh, that's cool. I guess as a safety feature, you actually have to hold down the trigger when it's in high. Otherwise, like it, you know. Yeah, wow, and you know what? It kind of feels like it's heating up the air too. I don't know if it's just the friction of the air on my skin or if this thing is actually like heating up the air, but it feels warm. Oh yeah, that's gonna blow everything away. Now this nozzle right here, you know, it does have a nice little bit of girth to it, but it's the narrowest nozzle, with maybe the exception of this one, I'm not sure. But obviously you're gonna get the most flow and lowest pressure with this one, and a little bit more velocity as these things knock down, and this one's probably going to give you your highest velocity. But this little rectangle shaped one, you know, that one's going to be kind of useful, I think. Yeah, I like the airflow on that. That's almost going to give you like a wide, almost broom effect, like whenever you're blowing. Now I don't have any airspeed indicators or anything fancy like that, but we can just blow some crap around the shop. It's definitely effective at blowing junk around. Maybe it can blow the dust off of project cars too. Yeah, a little bit. This garage dust is pretty sticky though, you know. And you know, I wouldn't exactly say it's quiet, but I was kind of expecting this thing to be louder than it is. Wow, can you actually see it move my hand? This thing actually has some serious torque to it. That's pretty cool. And to turn it off, you just hold down the power button again. I have no idea how they expect you to get the little lanyard on here. It is tricky as hell. Yeah, I don't know. How'd you guys get your lanyards on? Let me know in the comments below. Or not lanyard, but little wrist strap. Whatever the heck you want to call this thing. Ah, well, forget it. It doesn't need a wrist strap now, does it? But yeah, let's see if it fits down in the bag nicely with the little nozzle still on it, or you have to take the nozzle off. I guess you have to take that long nozzle off. You probably put one of the shorter nozzles on though. I already have all the other nozzles down in there. Yeah, just shove all this stuff in there, cinch that up tight. Yeah, there you go. Everything fits nicely in the baggie. Well, minus your instruction manual stuff, but do you really need that? All right, so let's try this thing out, blowing debris away from the spark plug tubes. There wasn't a whole lot of stuff, but you can see a little bit of debris flying around. This little WOLFBOX is awesome. And again, link for it down in the description below. Yeah, I really wish I'd had this the other day doing John's spark plugs.